Hello and welcome to Naija's Geeking Out podcast. Dapo, how are you doing this week?
that is a loaded question. I am doing fine. I am okay.
Yes.
The barbs of the enemy cannot penetrate my hide.
At all. You stand proud, and you
Proud.
look forward to next season.
Yes.
Okay, Red, how are you doing this week?
I will not be me if I don't send out my condolences to you guys.
Okay, that's enough.
Yeah,
Kex.
so I know.
I'm feeling very, very good today.
Very
Very good, Abi.
Very good. Yes. My enemies have been defeated.
We are skipping this to strictly comic book talks at this point in time. Yes, right. This is what the podcast is about. This is called the Naija's Geeking Out podcast. Yeah, I'll just asking for your general well-being. Please keep all related topics aside. Yeah. So, our listeners, this is episode 187 of the podcast, and
sorry.
Like
literally 187.
Well, today I know you had a bad weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that bad.
We know that you're now on that loud, on that Dutch loud. Eh?
It's 183, my friend.
183.
Yes.
The man is jumping.
Put away the brownie.
He's jumping to next season.
Put away the brownie, brother.
183, episode 183. Yes, and we have a loaded week discussion for you.
Yep.
So, just to give you a preview, our biggest topics will be reviewing the finale of what's it called? X-Men 97.
What's it called?
Yeah, the Akogun issue 2. We managed to get an early copy released to us, which we would also be talking about. But we have a lot of news items as well for this week that we'll be touching one-on-one. To kick things off, some casting news for Sandman season 2.
Yes.
The tagline is like a hell of a family reunion. I think I saw one news article using that. So we'll be seeing more of the Endless joining in. And I think we've seen the casting for Despair. So guys, have you seen this news?
Yes.
Yes.
But we've seen Despair already.
Yeah,
we've seen Despair in Dead Boys Detectives.
Yeah.
And Sandman.
No, we saw it Sandman. She was not new.
And Sandman. Yeah.
Sandman.
Yeah. What's new is Delirium.
Yes.
Oh, Delirium. Yes, my mistake. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The Prodigal.
Yes, the Prodigal.
Yes.
And then there's Adrian Esther as Destiny.
Destiny.
We are getting Destiny.
Yeah.
Yes.
The oldest.
The oldest, yes. Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So I don't know much about these guys. So I'm hoping that somebody can tell me something about these new, particularly these new ones, and where are we going in this season? Is it based off the comic books in this season?
Yeah. 100% sure.
100% comic book. Yeah.
That's the case. It's all comic book related. Now, Delirium, she's a funny one, in a sense. She's the twin sister to Despair.
Okay.
And please correct me, Red, if I get this wrong. She was originally called Delight. So where you got Despair, you've got the other side of Despair. So the other side, the opposite side of
Desire,
which is Delight. But
was it Delight or Desire?
It's Desire. Despair and Desire twin.
No. Desire
is the androgynous one.
It's the androgynous one.
And is the older twin of Despair.
No, I don't think so. Okay, we need to.
Now we're confusing ourselves on the. So wait, the 7 family members.
Delirium is not a twin.
So the 7 family members are Destiny, Death, Dream,
all these,
Destruction, Desire, Despair, and Delirium. So Desire is separate from Despair and Delirium.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Desire and Despair are twins.
So the argument here is, I thought the twin to Despair was Delirium, who was Delight before.
No, it was Desire. Delirium was the one that was always talking confused, like she delirious, like she
was like somebody who delighted in life.
Yes.
But then she took it too far. She's on drugs.
She became mad. Yeah.
She became mad. She became delirium.
Yes.
But
she was once known as Delight. Yes, you're right.
Yeah. So, and the one they called Prodigal is destruction.
Yep.
Yeah.
So basically, just for Klex's knowledge, he walks away.
Okay.
From his realm.
They don't know where he is.
I see. Okay.
So I think in the first season they actually showed his empty.
Yes, empty realm. What's it called? The fulcrum.
The fulcrum.
Yeah. Correct.
Interesting. So he walked away from
his role. So he and Sandman's actually quite angry about it because he's like, Sandman's all about duty.
Yeah.
You must perform your function. You must do this. Destruction just walked away from it. And
do you think we get to see the appearance?
Well,
they've casted them, so
they've casted him. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have an actor to get to. I want to see what Destiny is going to sound like in this book.
That's actually what I'm most interested in. Destiny.
I really am interested because he's the oldest, right?
Yeah, he's the oldest.
Yeah, and he's the. I don't say
he's the most mysterious. He's the most powerful, actually.
Yeah.
The Book of Destiny is like one of the most powerful items in terms of DC law. So it's
quite. I'm quite looking forward to this.
Have they given us a date yet, or it was just a sneak peek that it's coming soon?
No, there was no date on what you sent.
No, I don't think there's any dates that I saw.
No, it's just a teaser, nothing yet.
One of the casting that's been announced, and I was quite excited for, was also Orpheus. Let's talk about they've casted Orpheus.
Who is that?
Nice.
So he's there's a key storyline, and I don't want to spoil it because if I say anything about it, I don't want to spoil it. But
okay,
one of the core key storylines involves him.
Okay,
and so that is.
Is he one of them, or is he completely different?
No, so Orpheus, in a way, is the same Orpheus from popular Greek mythology, but within the actual endless story, he's connected in a way that will come to light later on. It's quite intricate if they go down that route, which I think they will. Probably simplify it a bit.
I think one of these. Unless I think one of these days we'll probably do a Sandman read, maybe take it volume by volume and break it down, because it will be fun to discuss Sandman, because those books are very intricate and very
if they go down that route, do they plan to edit in season 2?
They can't.
They can't edit in season 2.
They can't. No, it's not possible.
Yeah.
But luckily, in a way, the Sandman stories themselves have arcs that can easily be. So you could do one arc, like I think which it kind of did with the first season. Do another arc and take it from point A to point B.
Because the first one was just volume 1.
It was like volume 1.
The first season was just one volume, so I'm expecting that same format for future seasons as well.
But if we get Orpheus, it's very, very seminal to that story, to the arc, and let's see.
Okay, so
I'm very excited.
Yeah. So Sandman casting, hopefully we get a release date soon. I'm really hoping for it to be this year.
Before we move on, I have everybody listed, all these people. I really know one of them. And even that one I know. So Adrian Lester, the one who's been
as in the actors. Okay.
Yeah, the actors. Sorry, I meant the actual character, the actors, And even he is the person I recognize instantly. But if you challenge me to say what's he in, I will struggle.
I'm sure he's in one of all these he does British stuff, like all these Gangs of London kind of.
Yeah.
All these ITV shows like Light of duty or something like that. This kind of.
You know the first thing?
It's not really.
I understand exactly what you said, and yet those two you mentioned, I'm pretty sure he's not in any of those two. But that is the type of thing he is in, generally.
Yeah. Was he in the Golden Compass?
I don't think so.
Like that kind of stuff. Like
on British TV, you see him all the time.
Productions, yeah.
But I can't really remember one on the top of my head right now. But he's a familiar face.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, the other ones too. I mean, it's not like I didn't know Tom Sturridge before he did before he came as Dream, before he did Sandman. And I didn't know the lady who played Death as well. I can't remember her name now.
Yeah. I didn't know her either. Yeah.
Thus far, they've casted really well. So I think maybe Gwendolyn Christie and Charles Dance were the only ones that we really knew before. Before that one, maybe one or two other people. Oh, okay. So Oswald Patton as Matthew, but yeah, looking forward to this. Okay, right.
Still on casting news, to a surprise casting announcement, Iyanu, the animated show, has announced the voice cast for the series coming soon. So what do you guys think of this? Like, even the idea of an Iyanu TV show, I don't think it's something we've covered here officially.
No, I don't think we have. I don't think we have. I thought, I'm always happy. It's if it's done well, and obviously I hope it's done well. It's more Nigerian fare. It's I guess another opening of the Nigerian market to the world. And I'm all for that. I like the fact that they've casted. If I'm correct, please stop me if I'm wrong. They've casted pure Nigerian people.
Completely.
Yep. All Nigerian actors, and most of them well-known actors in their field.
Now, here's where I'm going to shame myself. As I looked at that list, and only one name that I recognize instantly.
Adesai told me.
No.
That's the only person I recognize.
I'm not sure that this one.
No, I recognize.
You didn't recognize what's this called? Stella Damascus Blossom. Queen.
Shafi Bello. It's Shafi. I remember. It's Shafi. Instantly saw Shafi. I know Shafi. Okay. I saw her.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I just realized. I just was there. I just look. I think I must have skipped her. So I know her as well. So I know two people.
Yeah.
In that list.
Okay. Because most of these people are well known in the industry, and I'm sure we have a mutual friend that will be shaking his head at you guys right now. That how don't you guys recognize these names? But yeah.
Okay.
But this is set for release in 2025 on Cartoon Network and Max. So it has 26 episodes, two seasons, basically.
13 each, right? Is that
yes. Yeah. So yeah. And just to give some more news from the announcement that was made, Brandon Stewart is known for Agent Carter, Transformers War of Cybertron. Is heading the writer's room. And yeah, the main author, that's Roy Okupe, is serving as the executive director and writer-director.
I know that name. He's done a lot of
Which
stuff.
name?
Okupe.
We've had him
he's the one that owns the entire vision now. He's the one that owns the universe.
We had him on Nigeria, our sister podcast.
Yeah, we've done an interview with him about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, this animation has been long in coming, and I think I remember the announcements of this plan, even when we are still talking about things like Iwachu being announced. So I'm really looking forward to this particular show. I hope it does as well, or even better than Iwachu did. But even if it manages to hit that same quality level, I think I would come away very impressed.
Yeah. I have to say that Shafi Bello's voice, I can almost guarantee she will be awesome at this. I think she's got a really unique voice, and she does a lot of different type of voices. I've seen her I don't know why, but I've seen her in a few roles than almost anybody else on that list for me. Well, apart from Adishwa, now that I recognize her, I've seen her in a couple of things as well.
Nice. Nice. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to this show. I've read the first volume of Ianu. Have you guys read any Ianu books?
Yeah, I read it as well. I did.
So world, I think one of the things that is the world. The world is very beautiful. The artwork was very beautiful to look at. It's with some good storytelling. I think the TV show can be something special. Oh yeah. Any other comments on that?
Well, no, sorry. Can I just ask a weird question? And this is a bit of left field.
Yeah.
This Sarah Johnson, she looks quite pretty. What's she been in? Why are you laughing?
What, Johnson?
Oh my
Photoshop.
Yeah.
Well,
Is it?
Sarah Johnson.
I'm just looking
Why
at
you
the headshots.
like?
Just
Why
headshot.
would you go touch ups and all these things?
I'm not saying yeah or no, but you should just wait. You cannot make a call like that just based on a promo headshot.
It's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. You know,
Yeah.
Is this what she looks like in real life?
I don't know her, so
I don't
okay.
know either. But I think I'm not 100% sure she's on TV or like live action because her
okay.
profile is mainly on her work in the animation industry. And she has won the Society of Voice Arts and Sciences for outstanding animation character.
Oh, excellent.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm not 100% sure she has worked on. She's more. I think she's. I'm not. She's more of a voice actor than live action. So yeah.
Oh, I know Shafi Bello. I know. I just checked.
Yeah.
Shafi Bello.
Yeah.
And that's Love Me JJ, Love Me Tender now.
Yes.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
The day I found that out, in my brain, I disconnected those two entirely. The day I found that is her. Yeah.
Love Me JJ is over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I until you said it now, I didn't make the connection.
Oh, really? Oh, I've seen her in some things recently. Like by recently, I mean the last 10 years. So
recently, the last couple of years, she has been in all this Netflix.
Yeah, she's been in stuff like in the last 10 years.
Yeah. She was in a show we reviewed. The one with there was a part in Nigeria with Nigeria. She was a mom in it. What's that show with the powers?
Oh yeah, I remember skipping that show.
Oh,
if she's there,
yeah. She was a mom of the Nigerian guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, moving on to other announcements that came out this week. The Boys hasn't even landed for season 4 yet, but they've already renewed it for season 5. How do you guys feel about this?
Are we hoping that's the final season?
What? There's no announcement. It's the final season.
I said, are we hoping?
I'm really hoping it's the final season because I'm done.
I as soon as I heard this news, I thought of today. I know today is thinking, oh God, please, not more Homelander.
Yeah, because I'm done. Unless they seriously change the status quo, I'm done.
Yeah, I think it's about time.
Yeah,
it's about time. You know, yeah.
And
it's good to shoot them back to back.
Yeah.
So you know that okay, you're locking these guys down for however long you need to do the production. Once it's done, then you go into post and everybody can go and do their thing. Because I'm sure Carl Urban and Anthony Starr right now are like, yeah, let's do something. I'm sure even Moriarty, or is it Erin Moriarty or whatever her name is, like all these guys want to do other stuff. You know, I don't think Quaid wants to do this for much longer as well. His star is on the up, so lock them down now, get a couple of seasons out and close it out like at your own pace.
Yep.
Yeah, so but yeah, excited, very excited for another season and another season after that. Yeah.
Okay. And in other news, the Silk series, which I don't think most of us even knew was being made, has been cancelled at Prime. So Amazon Prime was apparently trying to produce it, but they realized they needed more money for Lord of the Rings. No, for Lord of the Rings. So they said, let's take the budget from this and put it.
Oh,
that's cold.
Yeah, but I think he's joking. I don't think it's true.
No. The reason why I had this funny face was I totally forgot that Lord of Rings show is still going on.
Ring of Power.
They just dropped the teaser for season 2.
Yeah. Oh God. That is the most overproduced, over-budgeted load of tosh ever. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Rings of Power.
So I have a question here. So for people that don't know, Silk is she like a clone? She's like an Asian.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Clone is
She's
not.
not a clone.
She's not a clone.
Yeah,
she was bitten by the same spider.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
But then she was now locked up in a room. For the entire continuity of Spider-Man. Yes. Until recently when they released.
Conveniently locked away.
Conveniently locked up in a room for the entire run of Spider-Man since the history. It was created till now, and then a few years ago she was released.
Right. So remind me. I'm trying to remember this. Is she Chinese or Korean? I can't remember again now.
You want to put us in trouble.
I don't know what she is. You might have to.
No, I know they pushed her identity was part of it, so I'm a bit ashamed that I can't remember.
I'm not even going to answer that question.
No, I will do.
You'll find out that while we are still on the podcast.
Yeah, the producer is looking at it right now as we speak.
Cindy Moon, that's a name.
Yes,
that's
Korean American.
That's correct.
Oh, so okay, Korean American.
Moon is a Korean name.
Yeah. Okay, so it's no longer moving forward. I mean, I think there was a time when they were pushing out all these titles where we're supposed to have like Black Cat, Steel, Saber and Black Cat together, Black and Silver.
Yes, Black and Silver. Yes.
I don't know what's good.
Is it El Muerte as well or something? Just a couple like that they went a little crazy.
So they were just throwing all these random titles out.
Sony are like the Tottenham of movie makers. No, it's true. They're shameless.
You know, they do not care for quality.
Yeah, they don't, and they have no qualms about it. They don't care.
I think Spider-Man, the comic book itself, cheapened Spider-Man a lot. You know, with the whole, and this is what I mean. I mean the whole Edge of the Spider-Verse, Web of Spider-Verse. They brought so many Spider-Men in quotes. The main screen now that it's diluted the brand. I see people like Silk. I see. Wait. They've had a successful Miles. You know, but they've got people like Silk now, and I'm saying this because I'm unfortunately I'm stuck reading these bloody comics. You know, you have Kane is back.
That's 2099.
Chasm is back. Yes, exactly. Jamie O'Hara. It's not like
I'm going to disagree with you here. I think the Spider-Man franchise is one of the strongest comic book franchise in terms of branding of characters.
I disagree with you
because if you look at all these people that spawned spin-offs and sidekicks, I think Spider-Man has a lot of really good characters from that. We have the main one. Ben Reilly is a shithead, but Venom is great.
Venom is not great.
So you think you
no, like in terms of what's this thing called? Venom is a fun character.
Put it over Batman.
Venom is not great.
Like in terms of standout characters, I think it's close to Batman because even Gwen is great.
Yeah, Gwen is great.
Spider-Gwen is great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mayday. People don't like Mayday, but I think Mayday was a standout for a long time.
I love Mayday.
Mayday was people did like Mayday. Yeah. So you say Spider-Gwen, but let's be honest. Are you really reading Spider-Gwen comic books?
I think the first volumes I read them and I loved them. Like, in my Spider-Man books. No,
I'm not
reading a lot of Spider-Man books.
I'm reading Spider-Gwen, but
I don't read Spider-Gwen.
I will honestly say,
is it good?
It's not that good.
Yeah, none of them are.
Wait, but like the intros were
Spider-Gwen started off.
He's a great character. It was a good.
And the character is great. Design is awesome.
Design is outstanding.
Not gonna lie. You guys are stretching this. You guys are stretching.
No, Spider-Gwen is awesome. Like I can debate this anyway.
Spider-Gwen is just alright.
If you ask me to list Spider characters, obviously,
yes.
Let's put it back up.
But guys, come on, guys. When you say
number two,
list, wait. When you say
number
list Spider characters, there are so many. Like, how will you not?
No. What I'm saying is,
okay.
I'm saying
list Superman characters.
Sorry?
List Superman characters.
After you talk about Superman and Superman, that's it.
Bazod will be there now.
No,
you guys say
It's
the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
What I'm saying is, who would you list?
What is
There's a ranking to them now. There's a ranking.
Yeah.
Super characters.
No, that's you are forced.
Superman's number 1.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Supergirl is successful as a character.
Yeah.
Supergirl. Successful as a character.
She's a successful character.
How do we define success? Like, it's very wishy-washy. How do we define success? Are we talking about iconic runs? Are we talking about titles? Are we talking about?
Can they? Oh, let's talk about. If we're talking about iconic, if we're talking about characters, we'll do like runs, successful runs, not necessarily iconic, but successful runs.
Okay.
Branding in popular culture. How big they are in pop culture.
If I went to the public and asked them the name, who would they name first?
If you said what? If you say okay, name 5 super characters, right? Is that what you mean?
Who would they name first? And I can guarantee
they'll say Superman and Supergirl.
So to me,
but it's not even in pop culture.
It's in the zeitgeist. It's in the zeitgeist, but is it really?
It's there.
I don't know, guys.
Because I'm saying that even if you take Superman characters, I would have gone, okay, we have Superman, we have Supergirl. I would even put President Superman over Bowser in some instances for me.
Bowser.
I would go Power Girl.
Power Girl is there, but Power Girl is like a discount. Yeah,
but she's I think she's in the zeitgeist more than President Superman.
Oh, Superboy is there.
The Superboy.
Exactly. Superboy is there.
There's Crypto. There's Crypto.
Crypto the dog, yeah.
God, are you serious?
But I'm saying that. Okay, let's put it this way. Let's do it this way.
Come on.
Let's do it this way. Yeah. So characters from these franchises that you can make TV shows for. That if you give a good writer, it will be a successful run. Like if you tell me you are making a President Superman story for a TV show, I will be interested in what you're doing. I'll be interested, for a TV show. I'll be interested in the concept because I like the backstory. I'll be interested for Superboy.
They can barely do Superman. They can barely do a good Superman show.
You need good writers.
Barely do a good Superman.
We've had good Superman shows. We've had good Superman shows.
If you cannot deal with
Kex, the limitations around Superman will not be there around this character.
Okay.
So I think Superman comes with a lot of baggage in terms of handling it.
Yeah, of course.
And I think if you do like a President Superman,
are you guys having a laugh? Are you serious that
I would like a President Superman?
He picked it. Don't go. Sorry, I'm not advocating for him. To be honest, I prefer Zalsot. I won't lie to Calvin Evans personally, but again, that's neither here or there. If I'm listing Superman characters, those guys are very low down the list personally.
Anyway, so back to Spider-Man. I genuinely think that they've like every time, every 3 weeks, there's a Web of Spider-Verse or Edge of Spider-Verse something that comes out. When was the last time you read Spider-Man comics?
Yeah, but
yes.
No, forget that. What I'm trying to say is that is only for comic heads anyway.
That's not what.
Yeah. That's only for comic heads. Only a few people read the comics anyway. So the fact that you'll see all these characters in. It's almost irrelevant. What's relevant in the pop culture is if I ask you name Spider-Man adjacent characters, they will say Spider-Man. They will say Miles Morales.
Yeah.
They will say Gwen. They'll say Spider-Gwen.
Those are comic heads.
No.
Yeah, but that's because of Into the Spider-Verse.
It won't forget Zayden. I'm sure these characters are great characters on their own now.
They're not great, please.
Spider-Gwen is not great. Did you read the first volumes? Did you read the first volume of Spider-Gwen?
I like Spider-Gwen.
No, Kex, did you read the first volume of Spider-Gwen? You did not. This is why you're talking like this.
Well, are you reading the current ones? Are you reading the current ones?
Are you reading the current Miss Marvel?
The
Miss Marvel.
Yeah, I am.
Yes,
I am.
The first volumes of Miss Marvel books were very good. Like they were one stamped character. The same thing with Naomi.
And the run before this one was good as well. This one is not.
Miss Marvel has been boring for a while.
I also would not call Miss Marvel a great character. Great is. We're talking about
okay, that's where we disagree.
I would call Miss Marvel a great character.
Because I'm not sure how you define great characters now.
So what do you call?
What do you call it?
Are you talking about your personal preference, or are you talking about they're popular? I try to understand where you're coming from in terms of
what
I think.
So what would you call her? What would you call her first?
I'll call her a decent enough character, but a great is one that I'll be like,
Yeah, but but is this?
You've had a series of successful comic books. You have had your shall I say your inputs or your inputs, your what's that word, guys? Your
Impacts.
contribution, your
Okay.
impact, yes, is high in your team or in the universe, or you are known as maybe the go-to person for this. I don't.
This is very.
I don't.
It's because if by that definition, very few
Wait.
characters make that list.
Of course, just
That-
like very
but
few
like
comic
I'm
books
saying
or
that
movies or characters make
yeah.
cut here.
No,
Yes, or
but
writers.
what I'm trying to say is
So
that
let me
characters.
let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Sorry to stop you.
Yeah.
Would you say somebody like Daredevil is great then?
Absolutely, 1000%. That's without doubt.
Why? So what did the go-to person for?
I mean, for Daredevil, the Daredevil is iconic now. I don't understand what you need.
I'm going by your definition.
There are so many things. Wait. There are so many
Okay.
things. Wait. There are so many things that about Daredevil that maybe because I am not a ginger blind New Yorker lawyer, or I can relate to some of the pains that Daredevil is going through. I'm like, Daredevil is charming at the same time. He has he's wait, one sec. He has a lot of depth to his character.
I'm not arguing you. I'm agreeing, but that's
there are many things about Daredevil.
What new character in the last 10 years would you call Blitz?
Wait.
New character in the last 10 years. So
would you call Blitz?
does a new character new character have to be great? Like
no,
I don't know. I'm saying that in the last 10 years, in the last decade of characters coming out, even in the last 2 decades, what character would you say, oh, this character meets my criteria? By your definition, when you're saying, oh, this character
there's a bit of longevity that makes you great. Yeah, absolutely.
Your definition changed when you said the go-to person for something, and then when I asked for Daredevil, you give a totally different definition of what greatness, why he's great, and that's my point. You shifted the goal.
But Daredevil is the first person that you go to where you think, honestly, before She-Hulk, lawyer, this thing, you have to call back Murdoch or your Yawa don't.
Okay. He is the first person. Okay, so the go-to thing for Kamala Khan is you want to talk about Muslim. How about that? Or Pakistan? How about that?
No, so that doesn't. No, that doesn't make
I actually don't.
What are you guys? Wait.
Let me explain what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say is your definition of great.
You can't be facetious and say you want to explain.
No, what I'm saying is what you said as a quality for greatness. I can apply that. I don't agree with that quality.
No, but you can't apply. No, but that's the reason why you can't apply it is because you cannot. It's not as if maybe Dr. Strange and somebody will be talking and then they'll be like, this is a Muslim problem. Okay, you know what? Let's go to Kamala Khan. I mean, really, like how often does that? Okay. How many comics have you read? Be honest.
Who will they go to?
Don't worry about
it.
Okay, I don't want to get into it because you are not arguing logically.
No, so
because who are they going to talk about Muslim affairs now? There was an attack on the mosque. No, but how many times have you read a comic book that somebody would say, "Oh, let's go and speak to, I know someone that can help you," and the next panel is Matt Murdock they're speaking to? Or how many times Matt Murdock has appeared in either a She-Hulk or
I think your definition.
Come on.
I think your definition is based your what's your criteria. I'm not sure it's hitting the right point. What makes a character great in comics? Yeah. I think Kex is basing it on longevity.
That's not
right
the
now.
That's not the
because because every character he has been mentioning is the only reason why they are great.
Jim Hammond has been around for a long time, but he's not a great character now.
No, but the ones you are calling great are because they are old. The new ones that have the same, like that came out at with the same level of storytelling as those ones back.
Miles Morales is a great character.
Miles Morales is over 20 years old, or
No,
almost
but
20 years old.
why are you talking about in terms of longevity? He's over 20 years.
Miles Morales had a run of over 100 issues now.
As he's not he has as much as the ones that are even older.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Time out.
Guys.
When we say longevity, are we talking about the character's age or how long the character was introduced?
How long they've been in print?
To be honest, this argument is shifting from one criteria to another criteria.
Yeah,
I'm trying to pinpoint what we're trying to define.
I've said it before now. I've said that the person's impacts. I've said the person's impacts. I've said it before.
Kamala Khan has a lot of
Impact.
impact.
So wait, if I create it, because like if you're talking about impact, like all these characters that come up once and destroy the world and they disappear to God knows where.
Oh,
or
is that
they,
what you meant
or
by
they
impact?
like if it's impact,
But
we have
that's
a lot of
that's
characters
not
like that.
impact.
Then
So
what do you
that-
mean by
it's
impact?
just the same way I don't think Doomsday is a great character. Doomsday.
Yeah, then what do you
came
mean
and-
by impact?
Impact is like I said, if they need something, they go to. You are someone that
No,
you
but
are
that
paying.
doesn't.
Right.
And
Black
there for a reason.
Lightning.
So can I make a quick comment? When the young characters want to go to somebody, they go to Miss Marvel. The fact
Yeah.
that Mr. Fantastic
When
goes to
the young
Daredevil,
characters
or
wanna-
She-Hulk goes to
Like
her
Miss
age
Marvel
mates.
is the
I don't agree
current.
with you guys.
Yes.
Miss Marvel is the current.
Yeah.
Is what Spider-Man was for previous generation. That's
Yes,
what Miss
she is.
Marvel is right now.
Yes.
For this current, she's the stand-in for the youth.
You said Captain Marvel. It's not. You didn't say Miss Marvel. You said Captain Marvel.
Miss Marvel.
Then Miss Marvel.
No.
Not Carol.
You said Miss Marvel, then you said
Carol Danvers
You said
now.
Carol Danvers.
No, you are the one that brought
Oh,
up
I
Carol.
was
It's
the one that
Miss
said
Marvel
Carol
we've been talking
Yeah.
about.
No wonder
Yes.
I said you guys. Sorry. I thought you said Captain Marvel.
No, because
Oh.
even Captain.
Wait. So we'll argue about different people.
I didn't think Carol Danvers is a great character. Sorry, I thought you guys.
We were talking about.
That's why I was
Kamala
surprised that you
Kamala
did it.
Khan.
Kamala Khan, because when that was talking about Muslim affairs, that's what we were.
No, I thought you just brought it up.
I know. So wait, are you agreeing that Kamala Khan is a great character, or you don't agree on that?
I
Everyone agree.
I don't. You know what?
That's
guys,
a no.
I don't care for Captain Miss Marvel. So
No, so because
okay.
I think I will try and find that word for this because I think greatness is a
No,
subjective
I
thing,
think
because
until we define it, we
yeah,
can't argue it.
because
In my view.
what I'm trying to talk about these characters is for the original discussion of Spider-Man characters is that these are characters that have what's this thing called? I don't want to use storytelling potential, or it's like X-Men for me, where there are so many interesting characters. Basically, they are one of characters I don't care about, but there are some characters in the X-Men universe that they've popped up and you find them very interesting and you're interested in seeing their stories continue.
Yes.
Basically, there are a lot of those like let's use Batman because Batman is the easiest example. Like I would read it in what's this thing called? A Grayson book is great. There are other characters there that you can see a spin-off from those ones. Superman, on the other hand, a lot of his characters, let's be honest, I do not care for his Steel book, even though it's a spin-off of Superman.
Who? Steel?
Yeah. Like
okay. Steel.
I don't care. Yeah, I don't care for that. Wonder Woman, I'm not sure how many of the sisters their books I care to read like that. It's not. Off just the premise alone.
Yeah. So can I say something? We're going off topic. I
Yeah.
agree. When you look at Superman,
Yeah,
and your Steel example, I cannot start. I think Steel is lame. I can't lie. I think it's totally lame. And yes, I like Supergirl, but as you go down, you there's orders of a degree of how less interesting they become.
They become yes.
Weirdly enough, I love a lot of the Wonder Woman spin-offs. I've loved almost every single Wonder Girl. I like Artemis. Sorry.
No,
again.
Wonder Person. Every Wonder
Person.
Yeah, Wonder Person. Sorry, Wonder Person. I love
Artemis.
Artemis. So I don't know why. When you mentioned it, I just realized I've got a lot more. Now. Batman sidekicks.
They are good ones.
I like Robin. I like the whole Robin concept anyway, and then you can pick and choose which Robins you think are great, which ones are. So I like the whole. I even like the whole Batgirl, and they've been around for so long that they've now, the part and parcel of the whole mythos. I mean, I even like the new. I don't know what she's called now. Is she called Batgirl? Yeah, I think they're all called Batgirl now, aren't they?
Yeah.
The silent one, Cassandra Cain.
Yeah. He's Batgirl.
So you have this character, but I think Spider-Man 2 is on that edge on that. When you mention all these characters, you'll find out that they have a lot of very interesting ones around them. We have the likes of Jessica Drew there. I mean, she's awesome. You can read that book.
Oh yeah. I love him.
Like Miles Morales spawned his own entire run. I don't know why Keck doesn't like Gwen, but Gwen's book, like when it came out, it was fantastic. Like that book, literally. Oh wow, this is something new to read. This is something different. Like the old concepts, the old character-wise, it was a brilliant design and things like that. So you have a lot of these pockets. You have people don't like Ben Riley because he's shit.
Yeah, I don't like Ben Riley either.
Yeah, he's a shit person, but yeah, he still has his own history there. So I think Spider-Man, in terms of spin-off characters, he has one of the wildest range of spin-off characters. That's why this guy Sony can say they want to be doing multiple TV shows, multiple shit TV shows for us.
No,
with all this.
Listen, Sony wanted to do an anime spin-off, so please.
No, but you know that Sony's universe is something that on paper, with the wealth of characters they have at their disposal, is something that could have worked because they have so many great characters.
Oh no, easily.
Yeah, easily.
If they've done it properly.
Yeah, you can build an entire universe around Spider-Man properties alone because that's how much depth.
But it has to have Spider-Man in it as a center.
Yes, that I won't disagree with you on. Yeah. It needs Spider-Man as a center for all the talk. But yeah, that's why Silk, because all these arguments started because of Silk, and we spent almost 20.
Oh yeah, by the
way,
I love Silk.
Silk is a great character.
Yeah.
The concept for Silk, Silk is a decent enough character. Okay, Gex. Silk is a decent enough character. The concept for Silk, I don't like it at all. Like, this girl was trapped in a box like that for God knows how long, and but when she was written and how she came out, her origin, introduction to the rest of the team, it was fun to read. I enjoyed it more than I've enjoyed any Spider-Man book recently.
Okay, fair enough. So Silk not happening.
That was a long digression on one line
on Silk. But one of these days we'll sit down and discuss what makes a character great, because it sounds like we have very varying definition of what that word means.
Agreed.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, quickly moving on. Based on Silk, there's a rumor that Lord and Millar should be in charge of all Sony Marvel projects, but it's a rumor, not yet confirmed. But it's something I would love to see happen.
But when you say like they will become like a Kevin Feige type,
yes,
or would they be actually writing?
That's what I'm thinking about.
Kevin Feige type.
Can we not say Kevin? Can we say more like James Gunn type?
That's Kevin Feige type.
No, because James is more hands-on.
Yeah,
James is right.
He's right. At least he's right.
He's writing. Okay. When you put it like that, yeah.
But he's actually like staring that. Okay, let's cast this person. He's a lot more hands-on. Which I would like to be.
See, my issue with things like this is how much leeway would they have? How much would Sony dictate to them? Are they able to say something right? Okay, guys, stop. All this what you're doing. We're gonna come up with a list of what's gonna come out next. Is it that kind of power, or Sony just did the PR exercise? You guys have done the best thing from us ever. We're gonna announce that you're in charge, but you're not really in charge. We tell you what to do.
I think they have enough gravitas to ask for stuff to make some demands. Yeah, I think they will make some demands. They can't just be rubber stamp.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And you don't put someone like them in charge if you don't want them to be actually in charge. So assuming they're actually in charge, it will be something to see, because I would want to see that work out. Yeah.
Yeah, likewise.
Okay.
But that is the last rumor. Okay, wait, one big one for me. Superman, Super/Man, the documentary about Chris Reeves. Yeah. James Gunn saw this. It came out in Sundance earlier this year, January, I think. James Gunn saw this and said it moved him to tears. And he fought with DC to buy the rights for this to release theatrically. And so it will be coming out later this year in September to theaters near you. What do you guys think of this project?
Why is this coming out yet? Why not on TV?
Yeah. Because that's how much Gunn was moved about it.
No, but why is it? I don't understand. Like, what has that got to do with anything? Like, if you want more people to watch it, then you put it out on.
When's the last time you went to the cinema to watch a documentary?
Like, I'm just.
I would go and watch this one.
Okay.
You won't?
No.
I probably won't. It feels very, very familiar.
I won't. I'd wait.
Yeah, I'll wait.
You'd wait.
I know how it ended.
Yeah,
already.
Exactly.
So I will wait.
It's not the journey, it's the destination. Like,
I
about the knowing how it ends. Like,
the destination is the journey.
I think you got it the wrong way around.
It's not the destination, it's the
journey. Yeah. So, this one I definitely won't. I won't go to cinema to pay money to watch that. I'll wait till it's free.
Yeah. So because for me, the way James Gunn described it, like when it first came out in Sundance, and James Gunn was talking about it, the way he was gushing about it, it's like, yeah, seeing some aspects. We know the story, like everybody knows the story of what happened, but like this is uncovering behind the scenes of what was actually going on with him during that period, like the transition, and it's also covering.
This has been done before.
Yeah, no, I've seen one before.
Yeah,
I've seen one before.
Oh, okay.
It's been done before, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, I don't know what James Gunn is like emotionally. I mean, he might be leaking like kegs. I don't know. So maybe everything moves him to tears. I don't know. So I don't know what that barometer what it's telling me. The fact that he.
My god. Well, yeah, all the reviews about it were like deeply moving, kind of this thing, emotional, that yada yada yada, telling the story of how it was picked and all of that. It covers everything. So yeah, I can, and it's a very good PR stunt for Superman, the movie coming out. Like it's a very good PR exercise as well for building up more audience engagement. Yeah.
And this is just me being devil's advocate here. Do you think it's a good move to remind people of Chris Reeves when you're just about to launch your own Superman?
Yes.
You want to stamp it.
Nostalgia. It's working for X-Men 97.
Nostalgia.
Because you could start a whole new wave of Reeves was the greatest ever. Look at this idiot taking over. He's not start comparisons that is not needed.
But if you have time,
go watch it. Yeah.
If you are paying homage, if you are paying like a movie that pays faithful homage to Chris Reeves, like echoes of that there, I think it's a good sign. Like you don't need to say, oh, Chris Reeves is the greatest, nobody can do this ever again. But it's like if someone does his own and he does his own really well, the only reason why people still go back to Chris Reeves is because for better or worse, the next successive Superman, they've not been as good as Chris Reeves.
You mean they've been toilets? I'm just asking.
No, some of them were not
for our listeners. I'm just asking.
Yeah, no, not completely toilet.
One question. So how about and I know we look at these things through rose-tinted glasses a lot of time.
Yeah.
But in reality, I don't know, I never watched it, but is Chris Reeves better than Tyler Hoechlin? Is he really better than him? And I'm not trying to stir anything up.
You are 100% trying to stir.
The thing is,
Christopher Reeves is more iconic.
Yeah, let me just parry this. Let me parry this. Let me help you and parry this. Yes. So this is the same thing as the GOAT question, like who's Pele, Maradona. You would always relate to what you saw first and what happened during your own time. It can never be objective. So asking us who is greater, unless that person was appropriate at the time.
I disagree. It's like asking who is the better Spider-Man. There's always a better. Who is the better Spider-Man? People have their favorites.
Who is in case of Spider-Man?
You people will fight me.
Exactly. That's what
you're going to say Andrew. You're going to say that guy. They're going to say Andrew Holland or
Andrew
Holland, Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
I won't say Garfield.
Yeah, but I'm saying that it's the same thing with this one because people have their favorites.
But
it's not about.
It also comes to when you first saw it.
But
I saw the first. I saw the first one first. Like I saw Tobey Maguire first.
Maguire, okay.
I actually think I do think that I can be when it comes to Superman. I like Chris Reeves. Obviously, I saw him when I was a kid. He has an impact, and I've watched his films much since then. I do think Tyler, obviously, his was in a TV show.
Yeah,
and I don't know, it's almost because it's a TV show. You almost want to diminish
what he did
because it's a TV show. But if I was to pick two, I think Tyler would be up there. I think he shockingly did, and when it was casted, I was kind of slightly surprised.
Yes.
But when I saw him in action and the way he portrayed Superman, to me, okay, let me rephrase it this way. Without a doubt, he's much better for me than Christopher Reeves and Brandon Routh.
So you think if Brandon Routh was given a proper script and a good director?
I think the issue with Brandon Routh.
Yeah,
I think he's a good actor, but I think
he was trying to play Christopher.
He was trying so hard to play Chris Reeves. He was playing Chris Reeves, so you never got to see him. He play his own version of Superman.
Okay.
Of Superman.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah. So I think Christopher Reeves is a lot more iconic in people's minds. And he has this incredible personal journey along with it. But in terms of better, those movies are not my favorite Superman movies in terms of storytelling. I don't rank them like that.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one?
Christopher Reeves. Yeah.
Okay.
They are not my favorite Superman live action depictions here.
Yeah. No, I just think it's worth thinking about objectively whether or not he's your personal favorite Superman. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong in saying, well, he's not actually. And there's nothing dismissive or disrespectful about it. I mean, we that was the first time we saw a man fly, but that doesn't mean that now that's the best man to ever fly. Like, we can be like, well, he did really well with what he had, but as a movie of its time, there were certain things that were lacking. And let's be honest, nobody liked Superman 3, nobody liked Superman 4. Most people like Superman 2, but Superman 2 had issues, Superman 1 had issues. There are movies of their time,
but the emotions behind them,
the emotions behind them are rose-tinted glasses.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
I was like, Superman 4, like, what the fuck is this? And I was in primary school. I was like,
that was a terrible movie. So I think that's what killed Superman's popularity.
I was like, no, this can't fly. So, yeah, just worth thinking about. But anyway.
Yeah. Super/Man. Yeah. So I'm definitely watching this in cinema first day of release because I really want to watch. I'm all for.
I can tell you that. I can tell you that it's not going to be wide. It's not going to be wide release.
Of course it won't.
I don't get it. I might
not get that big.
It's some.
We'll see.
I suspect it's
going to be limited release.
There's no money to be made from it.
Yeah.
There's no money to be made from it.
It'll be
on Mac or something.
Selected release.
Yeah.
One viewing at maybe 10 a.m. in the morning. He showed it.
Well, okay. So, each of the show.
Yes. So now we are going to the main point of discussion where I think we'll be dissecting the finale of X-Men 97.
Yeah.
This is the end to the arc of tolerance, its extinction.
Are we not doing Akogun today?
Oh, yes. Should we do Akogun first?
Yes.
Yes, let's do Akogun first.
Yes.
Akogun, brutalizer of the god. So we got an early. Before we even enter Akogun, I really want to announce Dotun, or is it Dotun or Murewa? Murewa is the writer, right?
Yes. Yeah, Murewa, yes.
Yes. He has been signed on to write Storm.
Yes. Yes.
We discussed that last week.
No, we saw the images after the podcast last week.
Okay.
Yeah. And we've seen the first images. I think it's a different artist this time. I think this is the first time he's working with a different artist as a collaborator. So we've seen the first images of Storm, how she's going to look like. And yes, I think I can speak for everybody here that we're excited to see what Murewa is going to bring to this.
Very excited. Excited by the fact that it's Murewa and a friend of the podcast. We can dare to say. Also, I loved the image of those covers. I don't know if that's what the internal art's going to be like as well, but I liked how Storm looked. Yes, I'm really excited for this. I'm really, really excited.
Yeah. Like the way it frames it, gets ready for an eternal storm. And I'm like, okay. I like that.
I hope he brings his love for the love they have for Iron Man.
Yes.
I hope they have similar
Iron Man.
Yeah. And they can bring that forth.
Yes. Okay, so we are looking forward to this, and really, I really want to watch. I really want to. This is going to be the first X-Men book I'm picking up since what is this thing called? Fall of Krakoa. So yes, I'm all in for that. But while that is going on, they sent us the early release of their ongoing graphic novel, Akogun, the Brutalizer of Gods, issue 2. I think this is issue 2 out of 3. So the next one is going to be the concluding book.
Oh,
book.
I did not know that.
Yeah, if I remember, I think it's a mini series, 2 or 3 issues. I mean, 3 or 4 issues. Yeah,
I am. The last one is in August. That's what it says at the end of this one.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So we've read the first one, and we've talked extensively about the first one the last time it came out on the podcast, and this continues that particular story. So to kick things off, we pick off where we ended up with Akogun fighting the Raiders.
That's
in
right.
the present day, fighting the Raiders, and then he gets killed by one of them. He's beating up all the mooks, and then we find the one character that was shown off screen. Shown out of the way last issue, shooting him with arrows that managed to penetrate his hide and bringing him down, basically leaving him for dead.
Yeah, to me, there's one bit that I like about this. They kind of highlight that he's not really a good fighter against multiple people.
He's a warrior.
Yeah, like he hunts one-on-one. So in this fight, he just keeps focused on one person, ignoring in the fight that hangmate. There's people all surrounding you who could fight, shoot at you from miles off. I find it quite funny.
Yeah. And then she has arrows that penetrate what's this thing called?
Yeah.
So then we skip, and this book does. So first things off the bat, this book it demands your full concentration. It's not something you are going to be skimming through and you think you're going to get the full story. You need to pay 100%. Full attention to both the art and the placement of panels. Very careful attention.
And you have to read it twice at least.
I have to. I think 3 times. I still don't get it.
Yeah.
No, I get it, but it took me. I read it twice.
Took you a while.
Yeah.
Like if you move on to where we go to the past, like if you see the way one thing I wanted to highlight, it struck my eye, like the floating buildings. There is one of a woman carrying a calabash on her head, backing a baby, and that's like the floating structure. I like those kind of attention to details here.
I loved both past and present, but I loved the past a lot here. I love seeing the deities, the Yoruba deities.
Deities there. Okay.
So the interactions. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. So this carries on from when the return of Ogun from immediately where the last issue stopped up with battle. And then we get a very graphic scene. I don't know. I didn't know why this surprised me. Maybe because I was expecting. In my mind it was on Marvel's side of things or PG release. So when I got to that particular panel, I was okay. This is Image Comics level of this thing. So we get a very graphic section.
Right. Sorry. Carry on. I'll jump in after you finish.
Yeah, between Ogun and Oshun. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So what did you want to say, Dapo?
This scene, I won't lie, it's one of the most erotic scenes I've seen in a long time in the comic.
Absolutely true.
It was. I did a double take, and then I looked at it. I went, oh wow! He it was graphic in a good sensual manner. It was like, I don't want to say this word. It will turn you on.
Oh, well, I don't know about that, but I put it on my big screen because I was trying to get it, and immediately that thing came up. The first was I looked down to make sure nobody was watching.
It is definitely not safe for work.
Yeah. Even if somebody's like any kids around, it's definitely rated 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these are 2 pages with like more than half of the page on focused on like different scenes.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay. This is something. But yeah, it starts off with that their relationship, and then we realize Ogun is being called for a challenge, which Oromila apparently set up.
Yes.
After weakening him by sending him to go and face Obatala in the earlier round. At least that's what Oshun is implying. So he's set up to fight Shango.
Yes.
Who wants to take his title of what's this thing called? The God of War. Yeah. Because Ogun is a god that was the god of iron that now became the god of war. He claimed that title. So Shango is an upstart god that wants to take it. And we get a brutal Gidigbo scene with some like very brutal lines. I was like, when Ogun was saying, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to take this because nobody can stop me. I'm like, yes, this is a villain. This is like Killmonger level of delivery.
Because I'm greedy.
Because I'm a greedy god, yes. And like, oh, he said, I don't have a problem with you. You're all fine and good. Like, you're a great guy. Everybody loves you. But I am going to kill you. I'm going to break you. I'm going to fuck your wife because I'm a greedy god. Like, okay, this is a villain. We can reckon it.
The only thing I don't get in that scene.
Yeah.
And I'll say so. He went to Oromila started to go and get Obatala.
Yes.
Yeah.
They had a big fight, so obviously it's slightly weakened.
Yeah.
And they set him out to fight Shango. But also at the same time, Obatala also poisoned during that fight. Obatala also poisoned him and weakened him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So which is the only reason why he really lost that fight against Shango. So what I don't understand is why is Orunla in cahoots with Obatala, but how could it be he's the one who sent?
So I don't know who Orunla is in cahoots with, because it's like Orunla did not intervene in favor of Shango.
Exactly.
When this guy cheated, when Ogun cheated.
Yes.
But he also did not intervene in favor of Ogun because he's the one that sets him up to fight this match now. I'm like, what is going on here?
So he has his end game, which it seems only Oshun might have figured out.
Yeah,
Oshun
was saying, listen, this guy is very, very wise.
Yes.
He knows you went to fight this guy, and he's allowing you to fight, and he didn't tell you that the guy you're fighting is Shango. Because I think that caught him by surprise. So it seems like Orima has something going on.
Yes.
But the fact that it's almost aligning with Obatala is what's possible, because him and Obatala seem to be. He sent Ogun to go and get Obatala in the first place.
Yeah.
So so that bit I'm trying to understand what is going on behind the scenes.
So there are a lot of plots going on here that we are not sure who is playing who or what is playing what. Is it Obatala? Is it playing some kind of game? Is it Oromila or even Shango self? We don't know which side Shango is on, because
so I'm thinking Shango is just a gun you aim.
Yes.
I think he's more your brawny god.
It's more bronze. Bronze, no brains. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think you'll say he has no brains, but brawn.
I mean,
get that.
compared to all bronze, no.
Yeah.
Well, go on. Go on.
Oh no, I was about to move on, but
I was saying, go on.
Continue, please.
I'm just gonna say, compared to Oromila and Obatala, Shango definitely is nowhere near in that level of wiseness of thinking. I'd even say Ogun probably is more clever than Shango himself.
Yeah. Okay. And then we jump to the next chapter, because this book is divided into each of the scenes that is basically called a separate chapter. So we jump into the next one, which for me I think is the most confusing one, and that's the flashback sequence.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
There are a couple of flashbacks. Which one? When he was a kid?
Yes.
Yeah, everything was together. Like, he has been stabbed with the arrows, and then we flash back to him with his dad, him with his mom, him with his wife.
Yes.
And we see one thing I wanted to confirm: who was the face turned into? Because we see the face change to a specific character at the end.
That was the person that was hanging upside down, right?
That's Obatala.
That's Obatala. That goes yes, son. Because one thing I wasn't sure of is it's.
I went back to check the official reference. It's Obatala. So that marking is Obatala, and that's reverse ankh that he wears is also Obatala. So I went back to check because I wasn't sure. Is that who was that? And then I went back. Oh, that is Obatala. I remember Obatala has some influence over Akogun because in birth, his creature kind of passed on to him
into his mom. Oh, okay. That makes a lot of sense. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's Obatala, and then we see him with his father, where his father was training him. We see him with his wife, and we have some very creepy lines here from Obatala. From what's his name? Obatala. You will be my eternal blade. Yes, son. When his father was brutalizing him, and to his mom, where he tells some very sad scenes with his mom, where he goes you are dead, mother. They took you away from me, and I'm like, this is difficult. So this is interesting to me. But then he wakes up. For some weird reason, because an animal licked him. I'm not yet sure what's happening there.
No. There's a tribe of people in the background who seem to have healed him. And even when he gets up, you can see them hiding. Those same people they've got this kind of old school African masks on.
The African mask people, they killed him. So they're probably servants of Obatala.
Yeah. I don't know who they are. Yes.
Yeah.
But they seem to have revived him. And
okay, the Jujus. I see the iron. Okay, yes. Yes, I've seen the panel now. And then we skip to what's it called? Back to the heavens in the past, where this guy Ogun goes to go and meet Obatala.
Yeah.
And I like the reversal where Obatala tells him, I'm going to be the god of cripples. And now you've been crippled, so I am your god. I'm like, I like that particular line. That exchange also confuses me, but Ogun basically is coming for revenge. Not revenge exactly. Like he wants to meet Obatala to undo whatever he did to him that poisoned him and get an antidote for that. We don't know exactly what happens there, whether Obatala gives him or not, but we find out that at the end of the day, that Ogun has been using these desert raiders to collect the hearts of women, basically, because they skip his father.
But
the other place they took men's hearts as well.
Correct. Yeah.
So that also, I wasn't sure what was happening there because they took maybe there's some criteria they're looking for.
Yeah.
But they collect hearts to feed to Ogun to hit.
Yeah.
And that is where the panel ends. So we are getting, I think the issue 3 is going to be the confrontation. We get clarity on what happened to Ogun and the plots of the gods, and then the confrontation between Akogun and Ogun. Yeah. Because I think that's where the story is heading to.
So we know Obatala, Akogun in a way is Obatala's instrument.
Yeah.
Now what I don't understand is I don't understand why Obatala would aim Akogun at Ogun, if I'm being honest. Obatala's almost won that battle already. He weakened him, he made him lose his title too, and the guy's now fat, sitting there eating hearts. I don't know to what end his eating hearts is meant to gain. I've got a feeling that Obatala's ultimate enemy is Millar.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I would expect somehow is medication. Oh God, why am I trying to speak English? His plans are trying to aim Akogun at Millar. That's what I respect. If it's just purely Ogun, I think that's even a bit below, But again, I'm speculating here. It might, we don't know what's going on yet.
Yeah, we honestly don't know what's going on here. But it's like Red has mentioned, it's a dense book. Not dense because it's
not dense. It takes, the way I'll phrase it is, and to be frank, I'm now used to how Muriwa and Dotton, because with Iron Man, I think we had similar.
Yeah,
you had to read once or twice to see the layers and then look for the visual clues. So I kind of knew that already going into this one. So when I read it first time, I'll come back the next day and I read it again, and then I was very careful with the panels, and I'll go back and okay, that's who this is. So it's sort of, in a way, it's a throwback to some of the comics. That comes like that. where you can't just, and there are comics where you can just breeze through without But these ones, I think you get a bit more buck for your a bit bang for your buck, and you should take your time to read it.
Yeah, because I think this one you are not just read. You can't just read the what's it called, the speech bubbles, the words.
No, yeah, exactly.
And skim through. The art is also telling a significant part of the story as well that you need to pay attention to what's on the page as well.
I'll be honest with you. I reread the first one again as well.
Yeah,
and I picked up something that I think I read it 2 times already, and there's something I didn't realize before. That I picked up again.
What did you pick up?
Right, when it was hunting that invisible creature.
Yeah.
There's a bit where I first thought Akogun was laying against a trunk, or he set a trap. But then I realized that creature actually ate somebody. You know, they say Akogun jump from the tree, and then later when you see him gutting,
there was skeleton or something.
That person, and the clothes come out. So they look like that. Oh, okay.
Oh, that happens. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not like, I like it that I need to pay attention to get it, but also I wonder if it's also making their books inaccessible to a lot of people that won't pay as close an attention to it. Because it's one thing to read a book and say, okay, I missed something, but I got a great story out of it, and I'll go back and I'll pick some things. Then you read a book on the first one, and I don't understand what's going on there. So it's like there are different ways of doing these kinds of things.
Sorry, and I get your dilemma on this. Now, for someone like me, this is a dream come. This is how I like my books. But I also understand that some people might think, this is too much trouble, especially in this day and age of fast attention. People whose attention span is not that great, But if I'm being selfish,
you like
this is what I want. So I can. Because to me, it's also value for money. I can read this 2 or 3 times. It's like Sandman.
Yeah.
Every time I read Sandman, I get more. It's like reading from hell. I don't know if anyone ever read From Hell by Alan Moore.
Yeah, I have From Hell.
Yeah, it's awesome. And you can read it 100 times and you get more things every time you read it.
I think you gave me that to read.
Sorry?
I think you gave me that to read when I was in London.
I think I did. I like books like that. So but I guess that's why we're here as reviewers, to let people know. Listen, if you want to read this and enjoy it, take your time. It's not something you rush through at all.
No, you need to actually understand the significance of what's going on in the background. Pay attention to what the characters are saying when they are saying it. Pay attention to when the scene changes, because it changes. Yes, and like everything that changes is significant.
Yeah, the past, the present. Pay attention to those little tags.
Yeah,
so you know where they are, and as a reward, you get some great lovemaking scenes. And you get some very violent fighting.
As a reward. Right. Okay, so are we rating this one or?
Yes. I will rate.
Okay, Red, what do you rate it?
Well, I'm holding my rating until I reread it. I told you I didn't get it. I read it.
No, based on what you've read. I think that's also fair.
Okay, based on what I read, I'll give it a 2.8 over 5 so far.
Okay.
I like the art. The part where the lady was talking about valid questions and why you wonder why my arrow pierces you.
Oh yeah.
The last arrow that pierced him was like
straight on.
Yeah. So the art is good. The story, the time jump for me, I have to reread it.
Yeah, so that's fair. Double.
Easily for me, easily a 4.2 for me on this one.
Nice. I think I'm close to you. I give it 4.
Okay.
4 over 5. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's a good book. Now, before we move on, like one thing that crossed my mind: would you want to see an adaptation of this? I'm not sure it's
right. So can I? Okay. So what I want to see before you get into adaptation, I want to see more of this God realm. I want to see more of this interplay between the gods. These are kind of stuff we've through the years we've seen Greek mythology, North mythology. Don't get me wrong. There are comments about our orishas as well.
Yeah,
but this is I think, and don't get me wrong, we've only seen glimpses of this in this. But what I've seen really intrigued me, like that Oshun-Ogun relationship, the fact that she's healing him, the fact that they're talking about intrigue in the court of the gods. Let me just use that phrase, and the fact that Orunmila was almost in a shadowy figure. We didn't even get to see him. He's there in the background. I like the Shango as this kind of I know they said Wolverine type, but like a berserker type god. He's there for the fight. He's a Kibo master, and he's brutal. And did he not even threaten rape at one point?
Yup, it did.
Yeah, so I just like, oh, okay, I know who you are. It's like who this guy is. So I kind of liked all of that. So I now want more of that. I know this comics about Akogun, really, but I'm really intrigued in the myth side of things now. Yeah,
like if you give me another comic book to just focusing on the god playing their games, I would be down for that. Especially if it's at this level of scheming that we are seeing. Yes, I will be down for that. Yeah. Okay.
But you said adaptation.
Yes.
That is a big ask. I don't know. I honestly don't know. More because I'm scared that they'll get it wrong. That's more me. That's more.
Like, it will take a genius to get the site and translate it the way it's like, not just get it right, but translate what is written in this particular style and tone.
I think they have enough yet.
What?
Do you think there's enough material in there?
Yeah, okay,
that's another thing that thing as well, because now I said it's take a genius here to do that. But
if anybody in my mind would adapt something of this length, there's only one production studio I'll give this to.
HBO.
No. Well, maybe HBO, maybe. Because they have self-control. So they won't want to try and drag it out. I was gonna say BBC. BBC are happy doing a 3-episode series. One-off. So they're happy. So I can see BBC doing something like that. Yes, I think HBO too, because Chernobyl was about what, 6 episodes or something like that. I don't think it was that long. So I think maybe HBO, but my first choice would be BBC.
Yeah, and if I would want the people that did Legion, because it's also very confusing kind of storytelling. I don't know, but I'm thinking of how to make it. Not Fox, not the studio, the people itself, because Fox does nonsense all the time. Okay. But the writers,
Legion M, which one? The
Legion, not Legion M, the TV
show.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an intriguing one. That's a bit of a very weird show by itself.
By itself, So I think that this book, if you're adapting it, it needs to eat that not Legion level of weirdness, but a certain weirdness to it.
It has to be R-rated. You can't do this. To me, you can't do this. It has to be mature audience.
Yeah, definitely.
Which almost can't. Wait, does BBC do? Oh, they do actually. They do.
Yeah,
you just be after the watershed.
Well, so that's Akogun. Brutalizer of God 2. We'll be back for the finale once it's ready to drop. But we advise you, everybody, pick up your copy when it comes out. It's a great book to read. And
by the way, Akogun has not brutalized any god yet too.
He hasn't even faced any god.
It's only sons of gods he's been brutalizing, the monsters.
He has not. I don't even sons of God. He's not one random imami that beat him now. Just random mooks he has beaten. He has not even fought.
No. The monsters he was beat in first issue. They're all sons of Batalana.
Yeah. Okay. Throwaway creations, but we need to see him beat up some gods, Plato style in volume 3. But so that's it for Akogun. Now our big finale on X-Men 97. Tolerance is Extinction issue 3. The finale of the show.
Let's just go to rating this.
Just let me get to a quick tempo. Did you guys like it or not before we even start breaking it down?
I could not care less.
I didn't.
Period.
I didn't.
I liked it.
You liked it.
I liked it.
Okay.
The man sat up. I'm standing alone here. He's ready.
No, it's been standard. It's been standard. Yeah. So this sees the end of the 10-episode season 1 of X-Men 97. So this is so Bastion's, obviously by now Bastion's plan has been exposed. He's got these Prime Sentinels, who are basically humans that he's tampered with their DNA, and Bastion himself is a mutant of sorts. He's able to control electronics and machinery. He's a technopath, basically. So the X-Men are going up against Bastion to stop him from, having the Prime Sentinels kill all the mutants. Okay, Red. You say you want to jump straight to rating. What do you rate this one?
No, I was just joking.
No, okay.
No, finish what you said. No.
It is a bit late. Today, anything that you wanted to catch?
Yeah, there are like a couple of things I want to touch on quickly before we jump into rating. The human reaction to the predictably stupid human reaction to whatever was happening with the X-Men and what's it called? The Asteroid M. What's it called? The quintessential X. Yes, that's launching of missiles and that entire nonsense that was happening. The quintessential X-Men spirit that they tried to showcase but felt out of place in how they respond to what's his name? Bastion. After they've beaten him and how they tried to reach.
I thought that was
after they tried, and they're like blah blah blah. We are trying to offer some sympathy.
Yes.
Like I get what they're going for, but that's another topic I want to kind of touch on. There's the end bits, and there's the
credits.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll touch on that as well. And then there's
that was post credit.
No, I'm asking.
You didn't know?
Oh, I know. I checked it.
Oh, yeah. No, I was talking about that. Then also the Professor X and Magneto. They're like areas.
That went on for too long. For one.
A lot of things went
on for too long.
Yeah.
So Professor X goes into Magneto's mind to basically following the comic books the same way they did, he goes in to shut down Magneto's mind as retaliation for extracting the adamantium out of Wolverine. But in this case, also he uses it to also jumpstart the electromagnetic field of the magnetosphere of the Earth again, thereby reestablishing electronics and electricals. But while they're in there, he almost gets trapped or something, and they start, reliving there's almost a flashback to, when they were young and they came out to each other. I'm doing air quotes here, as mutants the first time. And then he felt like he was trying to bond with Magneto in a way, but it didn't feel organic at all. Because I don't see that as enough reason for Magneto to change his ways. I mean, this is this is someone who's dead set on his ways, and I just don't know what exactly Xavier was trying to confront him with enough to make him change his mind and be like, oh, you know what, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I should have done this. I did get that part, to be honest. I did.
This is the same problem I had last week, and it's showing up here. Xavier does not have a good argument.
No, there isn't one.
So
you can make a good argument for Xavier's position, but Xavier is not making it.
So the Xavier here is not only does not have a good argument, he doesn't have a plan. He exposes himself of being like a villain, self-centered. It's not well written at all.
He is a moron.
Yeah.
No, you see, the fact why you can call him a moron is because it doesn't have a good argument. Like this entire scene between him and Magneto is supposed to be a collision of ideals. Like this is Magneto's way of seeing the world. We're supposed to get the counterpoints, viewpoints of that. And like, okay, this is how you want us to see the world in Xavier. This is how you want us to be more compassionate in Xavier. But he is not making a good enough argument to convince anybody, not even just Magneto, to convince even us, the bystanders, that yeah, you have a point. Not to talk less of convince someone like Magneto, who has gone through his own trauma, to give up his own point of view,
and he even induced more trauma.
No, I actually don't think it is possible to make Magneto change his ways. Like, I don't see how someone who has, for me, it's very difficult. I don't see how someone who's been through that kind of trauma, and I touched on it last week, now be a good guy. It's not possible. It's like someone who has been to the camps, who has seen a lot of things before, during the camps, and afterwards has seen the worst humanity has to offer. I don't know how you're going to get that.
I disagree.
I don't see how you're
No. Why I'm saying that is that even in real life, we've had extraordinary stories of forgiveness and compassion from people who have gone through the worst by their worst enemies. So it is. I'm not saying Magneto can, but I'm saying that people who have been.
I agree with what you said.
The people,
Magneto,
these are people in the past. Okay, sorry, go on.
No, so what I'm saying, I agree that there's certain people who are like that, but they were like that from the beginning. So Magneto is not like that. It's never been like that. His childhood trauma has driven him throughout his life in acting certain ways.
I mean,
so someone like that to change his ways just because you talk to him or you do it's
not just because you talk to him.
I would not say possible. It's very, very improbable.
Yes, but I'm saying that you can at least have a what's this thing called, the first step, like, because when you go for people go for therapy, not that I'm going to change my mind all of it. So like when you go for therapy, you are not changing your mind all of a sudden. But at least you are making that first step.
Let me give you a scenario. You got this 60-year-old man who spent his life, I don't know, killing his enemies. He's been traumatized. He's like, no, I need to wipe my enemies out. You're in the middle of this battle with this person, and you got one chance to take him out, or you think you can talk him down. And you decide you try to talk him down? No, mate, I'm pulling the trigger instantly.
No, but I think that's why they did the mindscape thing, to give them more time. Not in the middle of the battle. The middle of the battle is happening, but now we are in a more controlled setting where they're experiencing memories and they can actually have a proper conversation. So I think that was the purpose of that scene. But what I'm saying is that in that kind of setting, I think it is possible to make an argument for him not to change his ways immediately, but you can make a compelling argument in that case where it goes, okay, I consider what you are saying. But Xavier is not making such an argument as far as I'm concerned.
I agree. Yeah. His arguments were weak. I mean, I don't think there's anything you could have said, but his efforts was very poor.
Especially poor. Yeah.
I agree with that. I think his effort is poor, but I don't think it's even possible.
I agree.
Because one thing I also say is that it's not just the past that is traumatizing Magneto, but Magneto is living in the war at the moment.
Yeah.
Right now, people still hate him. They are trying to kill him and his people. So how do you convince somebody like that to lay down his arms? It's not feasible. It's even more likely that Magneto will turn Xavier to his side, to me, than for Xavier to turn Magneto and be like, if Magneto pulls down his gun, it's because he's waiting for you to fuck up so that he can actually kill you. I don't think Magneto can.
But that's what makes X-Men interesting to me, because you are basically, that's the whole point of the X-Men. Like, you are basically asking people who are trying to kill you. You are basically standing up to protect people who are actively trying to kill you. That's the whole premise of what the X-Men stands for. It's what they are trying to convince us. What they're trying to convince. That's the ideal they are putting forward in opposition to what Magneto stands for. Sure. Yeah, no, but like it's a show where these two competing ideals are fighting against each other, and they're trying to show us that this is the right way to do this. This is the stronger ideal compared to Magneto's ideal. So, in order to do that, they have to at least show on an argumentative basis that, okay, in an argument, this is why Professor X's vision is better than Magneto's vision. Even if we are not convincing Magneto 100%, we need to be able to make that argument strongly enough.
We need to be able to convince the audience anyway.
That convince them that, okay, this is the right point of view. that we should be following, and that doesn't work in that discussion between Charles and Magneto at all.
It doesn't at all.
Like, I think it comes across better between Cyclops and Bastion at the end, where they show him some form of pity.
I don't even really like that.
See, no, I did not like that at all. But I think what they were going for in terms of what the X-Men actually stands for comes across better in the reaction of them that, hey, we have some empathy for you, even though you've done this extremely shitty thing.
Well, for me, it felt more like we can't win. So let us appeal.
No, but that was after he had lost.
No, he hadn't. He hadn't lost. No. They had not taken him out. They had not finished him. He hadn't lost. They had all done everything that they could. He was under the Sentinel then. That was when he was pushing the Sentinel, and he was basically Hank had come out. The Sentinel was finished. It was like, okay, what's he remain now? All of us are now together that okay, we die as a family. And then Scott was like, okay, make that chill. Let me see if I can talk this guy before he kills Jubilee or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
Because I think that discussion for me, I think because as much as it wasn't, I don't think it was executed well, but I think it's the best representation in the show so far of what the X-Men is supposed to be. Like, we are guardians, we are the bridge between humans and mutants. We are the ones that, okay, even though they are trying to kill us, are trying to protect them. So I think that argument, again, execution is a problem here, and not just. I won't blame execution per se. I will blame the pacing, because I feel like if these same writers were given a lot more time, they could have done something better. If they've taken their time with the stories that's been built forward.
Yeah,
if they've done something better.
They have to work with what they have. I mean, they have to work with what they're given, which is what, I don't know, 25 or something.
You guys are giving them too many outs.
No. I'm just saying that you have to work with what you have. Like, you have to make it work. So
this was 46 minutes, so
was it?
Long. It was extra long.
Yeah, 46 minutes, and this was a 3-part finale as well. So let's not act like this was like a movie.
Yeah, I'm not.
It was a movie, but like I'm saying that based on the build-up wasn't there. They missed a lot of crucial build-ups where
I was watching this and I was totally disengaged. I just wanted it to finish.
Oh yeah. So I wasn't
to finish.
Actually, I wasn't watching this on the I'm enjoying this level. I was like, I'm watching this on the okay, I see what you are going for level. Like, let me see what you are trying to like on a more. I'm analyzing the story you're telling and why you are telling the story in this manner, like what you're trying to do and what he's saying about the X-Men. That's what I was watching in this entire show.
Well, then listen to someone that at least enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed some parts of it. I mean,
what did you enjoy?
The action bits I enjoyed. I mean, the fight with Bastion on Asteroid M, I really, really enjoyed it. And there was a part that my heart was in my mouth because I thought they were going to kill Nightcrawler. In the comic books, the Bastion kills Nightcrawler in one of the comic books, and that's because he teleports his hand into him. Long story. So I was scared that was going to happen, but thankfully it didn't in this one. I liked the action bits. I liked the goodbye that Marvel Girl and Cyclops told Nathan at the end, Cable at the end. I thought that was really good. Well done. I thought there were a few homages, shall I say? Like there's a bit where Cyclops is
Daredevil. We saw Silver.
Oh yeah, there were lots of cameos. Lots of cameos. Lots.
We saw Captain America,
Iron Man.
Wait, hold on. Did we see Captain America? Was Captain America with his shield?
No.
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yes.
In the White House.
He has climbed the mountain.
He climbed the mountain to get his shield.
Daredevil, Doctor Strange, Black Panther.
Yeah.
There were a lot of cameos. Spider-Man.
Apparently, cameos they did not get permission to use.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What is apparently?
No, he came out. He admitted that they put them in without getting permission, and they were scared that they were. Yeah, he said on this Instagram that all those cameos were not approved.
They were greenlit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sorry, where was I? Yeah, I like the action bits against Bastion. Although there were some parts that they were flying in space, and I was like,
So can Rogue breathe in space?
can Rogue breathe in space? Can Jubilee breathe in space?
Yes.
I was like, they fought on the blue side of the moon in some parts, and I was like, okay, I'll take that. But there were some bits that they were clearly in space, and I was like, nah, this is
right.
This is
So, what am I making excuse for this show? Carry on, Daddy. I was going to make an excuse for carry on. Sorry.
no, go on. You're saying they were in the atmosphere or what?
Yeah, I was going to say, I think
The upper part of the atmosphere.
Yeah, the upper parts, which is the space, but the fact that you're still be able to do pyrotechnics means that there's an atmosphere. You can't do that in space.
I think it's space. Yeah, I think it was space. But
No,
okay.
but yeah, it doesn't matter.
Not really. Yeah. The thing ends with the X-Men shunted through time, and the team is separated into two, which I don't quite understand how that happened.
Now I know I'm not watching season 2.
That felt like a woo.
You don't want to see Ensabano.
So they end up in ancient Egypt where they meet Ensabano, the
first mutants.
Yeah, exactly. The first mutants. Then we also Cyclops and Jean get shot to the future where they see Cable, where they sent him. So that's
and Lady what's her name again?
Askani.
Isn't that Rachel?
That's Rachel Summers. Yes.
Yeah.
So the adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix is what's going to happen in part of this thing. And then in the post credits, we see Apocalypse arrive in present day Genosha and pick up Gambit's card. So Gambit is probably going to be resurrected as Death.
Yeah.
Okay. So
before we continue, other things.
Quick question. When you guys, I don't know if you mentioned it. So when Bastion changed and they kept saying, "Oh, it's gonna become," but nobody used the word Nimrod. Was that what they were referring to?
Which part? I think I missed it.
So he has become, but they never said what he became.
Oh yeah, when he took cables I honestly thought it was going to become Nimrod. But he didn't.
He did it, but then they said it becomes. But twice it becomes.
Yeah.
But they didn't say what.
I missed that.
I honestly thought it was turning to the full Nimrod.
Nimrod, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but it didn't change completely. So they're probably saving that for later on.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, he was the one who moved them through time anyway with the cable tech, I'm sure. Tech from Cable's arm. Anyway, okay.
We'll see. But one other thing, like Ilma's reaction to this, I'm like, fuck these people. They deserve to die.
Which part?
Them launching the missiles.
But do you think he's out of character?
Exactly.
He's not out of character.
Exactly. So what do you expect?
I don't know what I expected. But like, fuck Marvel humans, basically.
There's already a protocol to deal with something like that, so that's what the protocol is. So that was the Magneto protocol. I don't know how they think that would have worked against Magneto.
Yeah, I don't get that. I don't because I'm assuming
we're talking about a stupid show.
I'm assuming those missiles were not metallic. Right. But what I don't understand is, did they not anticipate that asteroid M would hurtle to Earth after they? Okay,
what was their point?
Did the missiles hit?
Yes.
The missiles hit. All the missiles hit.
No, what did they hit, or did this guy turn
or was it Bastion that messed up the core? It was Bastion that messed up the core.
Bastion. So I think the missiles hit and failed.
Okay. Sorry, I can't remember.
Yeah, because that's.
I watched that scene, and I didn't even care what was going on. I remember I said to myself, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah,
I totally checked out.
Then we get a call to Captain America telling the president that, hey, please don't launch the missiles because the X-Men are on it, or something similar to the argument based on payoff of the argument he had with Rogue. I'm like, okay.
But that was a bit silly in the first place because the truth is, I don't see how the Avengers would be off planet while tasking or leaving him
the X-Men
to get over with the X-Men. that was just like, I was like, okay, but
Yeah.
okay, I understand. Just
it's an X-Men show.
It's an X-Men show. It's an X-Men
show. Yeah, it's not a Marvel show. It's an X-Men show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
anything else before we rate this?
Before we rate this, anything else? What's this thing called?
Yeah.
Wolverine. I laughed.
We was on a timeout this whole episode. So
yeah, where Nightcrawler was telling him that fight for her, and then it doesn't show up again for the entire episode.
Fight for her. Wait, this episode?
Yes, now.
This episode.
Yeah, when he was on his death on the bed.
Wait, Nightcrawler, was it Nightcrawler or was it Morph? Morph changed to Jean?
Morph, yes, Morph changed to Jean, yes. That whole thing.
So Morph was basically confessing his own feelings or their
no, he knows what's going on. He knows what's going on.
I think they were confessing their feelings to Wolverine, but changed to Jean.
But changed to Jean, yeah. I agree on that.
I think that there was an undertone of telling the truth, but I used Jean face Stockham to try to change anything.
Okay. I didn't touch that.
Okay. There was
that as well.
Wolverine would just shank them.
Okay. Ratings time.
The future
season if you want.
No, the future. Are you guys excited for season 2? Based on the plot you have seen?
No.
I want to watch season 2. I'm going to watch. No, I'm going to watch season 2.
Are you excited for it?
No, excited is. I'm not excited for the second season of My Adventures with Superman.
But are you going to watch that?
I've definitely watched this 4 or 5 times before I watch that. I will watch it because of the podcast, but I will watch this one before I watch that by far.
Okay.
Yes, I'm excited because when they do the action, I love the action. I like the action of X-Men.
I don't know. I think the action can be a lot better. This is the first episode I said, okay, because this episode I wasn't even paying attention to. I'm watching this thing to enjoy it. I was like, I'll watch it. I'm like, the constraints they've kept on this TV show by using this old format limits the action a lot. Like, they do some scenes that are really nice to see, and it's really exciting to see. But like the actual action happening, it's so chopped up in some ways that you only get these beats, these moments that are supposed to hit emotionally. But like the actual fighting, and then someone will now come and tell me, and okay, I watched the action with a bit of hate here because someone was comparing the action to Invincible action, and I'm like, are you mad? How would you say this action is comparable to the action scenes in Invincible? But yeah, the actions are not my favorite. I think there's a lot you can improve a lot on the action in X-Men 97. A lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So
ratings.
Red. Do you want to go episode and season or episode and will you watch season 2?
Season 2, if I watch it, will be just to discuss with you guys. Or to keep someone straight. I really don't. I'm not looking forward to it. Ratings 2.5.
Okay. That more ratings. Will you be watching season 2?
I will not be watching season 2. No.
I want you to know. Okay, go ahead.
So if Dapo is not watching and today is not watching, that I won't watch.
Okay. Go ahead, Dapo. I want all of you, the 3 of you, to know that you have been so incredibly unfair to this show. It has been very difficult I cannot believe that you have rated some episodes of My Adventures with Superman higher, and I'm like, we watched that. They're like, you watch season 2 of My Adventures with Superman, you watch it. It's too.
This is
no. It's not. Genuinely. This is. I'm very disappointed.
No. Let me tell you the difference. There's a difference.
Yeah.
When you go to watch a primary five TV show, like play, they put on, and they make it half decent. They tried.
They tried. You give it them, yeah.
But then you go to university, and they also put on the same primary 5 level show.
Yeah, not sure.
Yeah. Okay. So which one is
this show? X-Men 97 is trying to do a lot more mature. It's more intricate storytelling.
It's for me. I'm a top show.
You know what?
It's not.
Genuinely, I don't even think it's for me. I think it's trying, but I think it's falling, but it's trying.
Yeah, it's trying and failing. But My Adventure Superman is a simple show. It's like it's basic. Superman fights most of the week. Superman plays around with Louis and Jimmy. They are friends. It's like it's TV for kids, purely kids. There's nothing exceptional going on there. So I'm not going in like, oh, I see what you are doing, but you are failing here. I'm going like, oh, okay, you're making an halfway decent effort. Take your 2.5 mark. But this one, they are trying to do something massive, but you are making so many fundamental mistakes that I'm like, I can't help but be disappointed in what I'm seeing, basically.
Yeah, no, it's like they're acting like Tonaga, and they're not Tonaga. And
context for our listeners: Dakpo does not like Shogun and the smart intelligence behind the show.
I actually enjoyed the show. I hated the people thinking the protagonist was very, very clever. He wasn't.
Yeah.
I didn't really hate Shogun. I enjoyed Shogun for what it was, but all this
not
pretending that
it's some
deep,
was smart. So it's like I can give a show marks for attempting themes.
Yeah.
But
did I give a mark?
You have.
It's not given yet.
Yeah.
Are we doing season or doing episodes?
Episode and season.
And then are you going to watch? You can do season if you want.
Okay, I'm not watching this. I'm not going to watch season 2.
Yeah.
This episode I will give 1.5. The whole season as a whole, I'll give 1.5. I'm tired. I'm done with this shit.
Yeah.
Now you know how it feels sometimes to be the lone voice in the wilderness, shouting, and then people just, this was me on a few shows.
My own shock is that how can you guys like we've watched worse things that you've rated better, and you are watching the show with beef, like with Etano. But okay, I will give this episode a 3.6.
Jesus Christ.
That's fair.
I enjoyed the action. Today, have you rated this? Sorry, let me quickly go. I enjoyed the action. I saw some things they were trying to do. I saw them falling flat in some ways. But all in all, there were some things I really enjoyed. Like the guy that voices Bastion is the guy that is in The Gentleman. He's the main gentleman guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Theo James.
Theo James, yeah.
I have been watching. I was like, whoever voices this thing is doing really good. So I was quite impressed at that. Of course, I like the part that Bastion was fighting of them, and then Cyclops took off his visor, and there are lots of. There's a part that he does like this huge blast, and that's from the game. That's from the video game.
Yeah.
If you ever played the X-Men video game, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I like the part that he was saying goodbye to his son. 3.6 for me. Definitely watching season 2. Definitely watching season 2.
Okay.
This. I just think they need to cut some of the filler, like the Mutendo episode. They don't need
Why
to
did
be
they
here.
do that?
Goblin Queen should not be here. Those episodes just took up some.
Remove the Madeline Pryor arc, remove Mutendo, remove Life Death arc. Like throw those arcs away, then use those time to build this entire season up, and you would have a significantly better show. Oh yeah.
Anyway, your turn today.
Yeah, I'll give this episode a 2.8. It's not quite a 3. Okay, I'll give it a 3. No, 2.8. It's not quite a 3 for me. It's not quite a 3 for me because like it does things like I've mentioned I'm interested in watching, but it falls flat in the execution of those things. That themes like arguments and things like that. If they'd made a good argument for X-Men in this show, I would give it a lot higher rating than even if it wasn't executed, but they never made a really good argument for the X-Men existence in this episode. So that's 2.8 for me. I'm not sure I'm interested in season 2. I might probably come back and watch it if something interesting happens. You mentioned something interesting happening there, but on the surface of it, I'm not interested in this time travel BS. That has never been why I liked X-Men. I like X-Men for how they relate in modern times. I don't care about how they're doing in the past or future or timelines. So and
I think that's what we've got.
That's all. Yes.
Right, guys. Thank you. Thank you for listening. That's been episode 183 of Naija's Geeking Out. Remember to rate, like, subscribe, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Tapo, did you want to say something?
Oh no.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Today, say your goodbyes.
Yeah, goodbye, guys. See you tomorrow. No, next. I'm tired, guys. See you next week.
Yeah, guys, it's really late here. It's really late.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks again for listening once again, and we will see you later.